All right, so um, what else is going on Beyond the Gates? Danny's still sleeping with the young boy, who the young boy, I told y'all that, is Ted and Nicole's nephew. I don't think Danny is falling for him, but he's definitely a security blanket for her. Like when she's feeling down, she basically gets her sexual release from him. Um, and Nicole picked up on something going on with you, and I can't think of his name right now. I'll put it in there when I go to post a video. She's like, no. Nicole's like, okay now. And Ted and Nicole eventually gonna get back together. We just gotta give it time because at the end of the day, Ted genuinely loves Nicole. He had an error in judgment, um, but I think it's the fact that you held it in for so long and you knew this woman was in town and you didn't say anything. I think if he would have admitted this woman's in town, because when she kept popping up, when Danny kept popping up as different people and he recognized her, he should have warned Nicole then. He just told her to stay away from her, didn't tell her why. So that's why Nicole was confused at the engagement dinner, like, why? This is so and so. He was like, it's not her. She's like, you knew that all this time? So you do have I don't know where they're going with this. So there was this homeless woman who got into it with the cop. They arrested her for assaulting an officer, and really what was happening, they were raiding her shopping cart and she hit them. So they're trying to basically the young man who's the detective who's married to Naomi, her husband, got Naomi to represent her. And then it turned into they put her up in a hotel. Um, Now she's dealing with some type of illness where she had to have surgery. I don't know how exactly this is gonna go. And are you just coming up with something to give these characters something to do? But now her husband's starting to get occupied with this attempted murder investigation. Then you have, I don't know why I can't think of her name either, but she is the real estate mogul, white woman who's married to the surgeon. They have an understanding that she has a healthy appetite, sexual appetite. So she sleeps with multiple men. She has one guy in particular, the guy from the massage parlor. Not massage parlor, but he works. He does certain things. I don't know if he's a massage therapist or what he does, but when she books sessions with him, they're really, you know. So he caught himself trying to kiss a woman to make her jealous. She's focused on the kingpin, who he is known for. What she doesn't know is he has her husband in debt. Her husband has a gambling problem. The surgeon has a gambling problem. She thinks he is cheating when you willingly cheat. Come to find out he has a gambling problem. He thought he could kick it. He cannot seem to kick it. The guy paid his debt to keep him in debt. So now what he's trying to do is get his wife to sell him these properties that he's going to use to launder his money through these sales. But she is attracted to him. Now the husband has picked up on it and it's obvious y'all have something. And he's tried to break it up a couple times. Like he's walked in on them and he said some things and pulled her away. But they showed next week she's going to end up sleeping with him. And he's been aiming at it the whole time because he was like, I can get your wife to give me the money, to launder the money. And the reality is the husband, the surgeon, is to be honest with her and just tell her, I have this going on, but he's afraid to tell her, which I think is so stupid. I was reading online today how someone called her, and I'll put her name and her face and thing. They were calling her a hypocrite because she confronted Ted. Her and Nicole, technically she's good friends with Nicole and Danny, the sisters. Um, so she confronted Ted because how could you? Nicole's a good woman. How can you do that to her? And the reality is, whether y'all want to believe it or not, she's not a hypocrite. Why is she not a hypocrite? Old boy knows about her extramarital affairs, and he's okay with it. He's okay. He said basically, it's like once they said the children moved out, it's like she had this energy, and her husband was like, So she's like, they have a clear understanding. I can go other places, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So I'm just wondering how this all is going to go down. Um, because you're falling for a man who is pretty much stealing, has your husband in debt badly and purposely. And sadly, how he got in debt with this kingpin, the shark, this mob boss, is his best friend. Sadly, the surgeon's best friend. They grew up together, and he linked him up with the mob boss. He'll pay off your debt. So he's like, "Oh, my debt is paid off." Not realizing it was all. And he's trying to get the surgeon not to be with him anymore. Like, stop going down there, kick the habit. But he just won't let it go. At one point, he stopped. But it seems like lately he's been every now and again going down there to see what's up. But excuse me. I'm interested to know what's going to happen with Ted, Eva, and Dana. Dana's evil. I'm interested to see what Martin's husband, like, how is he going to confront Martin? Like, you need to let me know what's going on. Um, Bill Hamilton. It's like he doesn't really have a storyline either. He did initially, but now it's like he stirs up stuff. It's like, and I might be wrong, and I'm knocking the writers, but it comes off as Bill Hamilton has nothing else to do but to sleep with his wife. So now he just stirs up little fires here and there just to give his character something to do. Like, give him a real, like the conflict he had with his daughter, because she was going to represent the paralegals in this company who were suing him for sexual harassment. That was a legit conflict. But then the daughter pulled back because she was like, I don't want to already ruin the relationship. I'm trying to, I'm trying, even though I don't want to, I'm trying to rebuild my dad. Also, I forgot, Bill is dealing with something. He kind of hinted at, we kind of hinted at it when he was dealing with that trial with Naomi. It's like tremors, but he won't go to the doctor behind it.